there, my name is Ryan Reynolds, and welcome to Behind the Scenes. Today we're looking at my new movie, The Amityville Horror, so stick around and you'll get a first-hand peek. Don't know what a first-hand peek means, but you're gonna get one.
George? George? George, you down there? George?
What? What's the matter?
Did you, do that thing with the magnets? Nothing. Just seeing things, I guess.
The character I play, his name is George Lutz. He was the stepdad to these three beautiful children, and he married into this family. Kathy Lutz is his wife.
Well, I play Kathy Lutz, the mother and wife in this story. She's really strong, very religious, very centered, and she's pretty much the one that keeps the story together.
I play Billy Lutz. He's the oldest of the three kids, and their dad died, and since he's the oldest, he kind of remembers him the most. And when Kathy marries George, I'm the one that feels the worst about it.
I play Michael. He's the middle child, and I really like my character because he's like I am. He's cool.
We're gonna have the greatest house.
It's beautiful.
This is an amazing house. You are going to love it.
Holy, this is the deal of a lifetime.
So, what's the catch?
There was a crime, a murder.
In the house?
The DeFeos were a relatively tight-knit family that, you know, obviously had a huge tragedy befall them, which was their son murdered, every one of them.
Well, houses don't kill people.
The Lutzes were a family that were sort of a young upstart family that were looking to essentially cash in on a house that would, you know, be a little bit more affordable. They were going to get a lot of bang for their buck. So they bought this house knowing what had happened there. They discussed it with their kids, and they decided as a group that they were okay with this.
We went to great pains to make them terribly happy at the beginning of the film, just so that we could absolutely destroy them by the end.
They see this family go from conditions that are not suitable for three kids and two adults.
Hey, Michael.
Well, hey, baby, you okay?
To tons of space and this beautiful home on paper, but there's something just slightly unsettling about it.
Your house frightens me, Mrs. Lutz.
Well, the first thing that happens is, you know, the ghost. And Chelsea's actually having a conversation with somebody she sees is real. No one else in the house can see her.
Jody says you're a bad babysitter.
Wow. Jody's, what's the word? Dead?
Slowly, George starts to freak out.
So he maniacally and compulsively chops wood. He's constantly feeding this furnace down in the basement.
George discovers the root of the evil that has been plaguing this house for hundreds of years. And the closer George gets to the origin of that evil, the more sick he becomes.
I think what makes George Lutz so scary is that he hates what he's doing, but there's a certain choicelessness involved in it.
You know, he didn't fall out of love with Kathy in one go. He wasn't possessed in one go. He was constantly in this alternating state between violence and remorse. And it's a fascinating journey.
George. I think there's something seriously wrong here. Something's not right.
What's not right?
We need to get out of here. Just go. Just pack up and go.
You can't run away from your problems, Kat.
Please, let's go, George. Somewhere, anywhere.
You hear that? You hear that squeak? I gotta fix that squeak. Because, you know, these houses, they're big projects.
Kathy, you can't just walk away from it.
She just loves him so much, and throughout the entire film, she's forgiving him. Oh, he's in a bad mood. He's being rude to me at the kitchen table. Oh, well, he's just had a bad day at work. She was so pure like that, and I think even when she saw it all, she witnessed that it was the house doing it, not him.
They only lived in the house for 28 days and eventually left the premises without ever coming back for any of their belongings.
When you're doing a horror film, usually they're not true. So to actually do a horror film that has a true story to it just makes it all that more creepy. So every frame, the audience knows that this really happened, and I think that adds to this great film.
It all stems back to it being real. People instantly get more scared because we all know that Ronald DeFeo killed his whole family, and we all know that George and Kathy Lutz and their 3 kids ran for their lives after 28 days of living in this house. That stuff cannot be debated.
But what was interesting, the way that Andrew and Brad pitched it, was that it wasn't so much a remake, it was a make for the first time.
As soon as I heard the word remake, I was a little worried. I just thought, you know, is it a gratuitous remake? Why are they doing it? You know, is there an do they have a different angle in the story? And they did. I mean, in fact, it was a totally different than the original Amityville Horror, the James Brolin, Margot Kidder one. Really, there's very few similarities to this one. This one really more closely follows the Jay Anson novel, which was a terrifying book.
There was a lot of stuff in that book that never made it into that movie, and we thought if we went back to that book and we did all the research we could based on all the facts that had come out over the last 30 years, we could truly make a terrifying movie of this true story that happened to George and Kathy Lutz.
This is basically about a man's struggle to try to maintain his sanity as he loses it throughout the course of this film. So I just think when you come from comedy and you come from that sort of background, it's a little bit more interesting to watch somebody who hasn't done a lot of these type of genre movies, and you see somebody who's, you know, who you're used to sort of seeing them go through problems that are relatively light as opposed to this. So it was fun for me to do.
He did extraordinary work, and he's made the character so profound and tragic and dramatic, you know. I mean, not Shakespearean because we're not in that world, but somehow he found a way to tap into something psychological.
Oh, it's wonderful to see this great actor who does a lot of comedies and stuff like that to beat this amazingly believable, crazy man. It's fantastic.
Hold it steady, because if you get shaky, I get shaky.
I've spent a long time working with the axe and chopping innumerable amounts of lumber, getting ready and prepared for this role so I could accurately portray George Lutz. And I've been loving the axe, and we've been trying to work in the axe throw throughout the movie. I just don't know if we're ever going to get to it. I could try an axe throw right here.
You could.
Jimmy! Medic? Do we... Jimmy, apply pressure. Jay. Hey there, don't go away. Stick around, and when we come back, we're going to look at the physical embodiment of poetry, Melissa George, my co-star.
Sunday at 8, THS investigates Scott Peterson, the Hillside Strangler, Ted Bundy. How did they go from convicted murderers to eligible bachelors? THS investigates. An all-new series premieres with Love Behind Bars.
He was everything I ever dreamed of.
Sunday at 8, only on E!
Finally, a makeup you'll want to wear. True Match Super Blendable Makeup from L'Oreal. It matches skin's tone and its texture. Now you control the coverage and fine-tune it. True Match from L'Oreal Paris. The makeup you'll love to wear.
Now, you don't have to steal his razor. Introducing Schick Quattro for women. As advanced as a man's razor, but designed for you, with 4 thin blades and a sleek metal handle. The new Schick Quattro for women.
She looks like something special. She has a certain style. She has a grace like pleasure.
Michelle. Introducing new Butterfinger Crisp, the first wafer candy bar with Butterfinger cream.
Michelle, look at the screen.
What?
New Butterfinger Crisp from Nestle. Break out of the ordinary.
Yeah. This here's a jam for all the ladies out there looking for something chic you can't wear on the beach so the fellas will stare. Get this tunic, it's almost not fair. Wear it with pants, belt it, then dance. Bust it out of style like you in a trance. Wear it over that tiny bathing suit. Flow with the tunic and look wicked cute.
Old Navy tunic, 1950.
Just bust the tunic.
Wipe out raccoon eyes. New Unstoppable by Maybelline New York. Our first mascara that's rub-proof, smudge-proof. Yeah, washes right off. Lashes look up to 50% longer. Get spectacular length. New Unstoppable Mascara.
Every day's the perfect day at Beaches All-Inclusive Resorts. As a proud sponsor of Sesame Street, Beaches welcomes Elmo and friends. So vacation and explore the wonders of paradise together.
Book now for great savings. Call your travel agent or 1-800-BEACHES.
Meet Bill. Movies are his life. But Bill has a problem.
I've got exact change.
He's always late. By the time he gets home, his movies have already started. Comcast Digital Cable has the solution. Stars on demand. Now Bill gets new hit movies he can start whenever he wants. It's free with his subscription to Stars. And it's not available on satellite. Comcast can't solve all of his problems, but it's a start.
Upgrade to Comcast Digital Cable with Stars for just $14.99 more a month for 3 months. Call 877-COMCAST.
Think fast. GSN and Bank of America Student Banking present Get Schooled, hosted by Kimberly Locke. We're coming to Chicago to play Word Slam, the new vocabulary game, where you can win $10,000 towards college tuition. Go to gsn.com for details. Brought to you by Bank of America Student Banking. Study hard, play hard, bank easy.
Brought to you locally by vhix.com. Roadmap to the automotive world.
Hey, welcome back to Behind the Scenes. I'm Ryan Reynolds, and we're taking a look at the Amityville Horror. And now we're also going to take a look at my co-star, the lovely, talented, and still alive, Melissa George.
There's something evil in my house. I know it sounds crazy. I know that. I would think the same. I just don't know where else to go.
There was a family. Lived here some time ago. They had a similar problem.
The DeFeos.
You knew them?
I'm living in their house. I always wanted to do a horror film, especially this kind of horror film that has a nice psychological element to it as well. It's not just a scream kind of a story. It's a sad story. I mean, this family think their life is just going so great, and then all of a sudden what went on in this house just changed it. So I think the creepiness of it is what's scary about this film.
Melissa is such a beautiful actress and such a profound talent. She has a very difficult job. I mean, she has to go from a woman that is, you know, predominantly grateful that she has this man in her life to help manage these 3 children to, you know, questioning what's happening here and then ultimately empowering herself to protect her family.
I couldn't play a mother, modern-day mother with 3 children, so this was kind of an opportunity to have that kind of strong, mature role, but keeping the youthfulness in it as well.
Melissa's like a real mother. We're all really attached. Ryan hasn't, like, he doesn't hang out with us as much. Like, we'll go up to Melissa's room and say hi and hang out and stuff, but we don't do as much with Ryan, which is good because it gives kind of a feeling of distance, you know?
I stayed away from them. I mean, I think the less the less I bond with them, the better. The closer I am to them, the harder my job is. Because you're accessing parts of yourself that you try to suppress, deny, or avoid entirely. So, you know, I'm yelling at these kids, and I'm being physical with kids, and that's a scary thing.
It's one thing to pull a prank.
We didn't pull a prank.
It's another one to hurt someone.
We didn't hurt anybody. It was this house.
Shut up!
George.
I got this under control.
You don't have you under control. What you guys did was wrong.
Ah, stop it, Kathy. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're saying doesn't work. From now on, I'm doing the disciplining around here. End of story.
What I was interested in was that kind of film which would just unsettle you and creep you out a month later, because an idea in it was genuinely creepy. Does the madness walk into the house, or does the house cause the madness?
He did something that a lot of people wouldn't do in a genre movie, which is, he said, you know, Ryan, you go and make a psychological drama. I'm going to shoot the horror movie. So it's great. I don't feel like I'm reacting to, you know, things that go bump in the night falsely at any moment. My character's really grounded in a sort of psychological upheaval, which is what he's having. So it's really easy to sort of find the reality in him.
This house is bad, Mommy.
Michael, honey.
There's no bad houses. There's just bad people.
Why didn't you tell us about the people who died here? Where'd you hear that? Babysitter told me that 2 little boys died in our room.
My feeling was the more you cared about these people in the real world, in a real world, not in a gothic horror world, the more you cared about them, the more you'd feel their tragedy, actually, so that it would give the film some dimension. You know, rather than people just jumping out and saying, boo.
This role is shockingly physical. I did know that there was some physicality. I didn't know that there's this much, though. You know, it's like you tend to sometimes skip over those little paragraphs that say, you know, George falls 45 feet and lands on the ground. We follow him down the whole way with the camera, so no stuntman. You don't really focus on stuff like that before you're shooting, but, you know, when you're here, you're paying for it every night.
Why it worked for me is like, okay, I know that it hurts. I know it's like, you actually don't really use the wire at all. It's just a psychological thing to know that if you were to fall in the rain, something has you. But it doesn't help you at all and do the climbing or the balance stuff at all. But somehow you do a better job because you know the wire's there. It was great, but when they started the rain machine on top of that, it was like, it's a horror film. They say you only ever do one, and this is my only one.
I do my own mud applique on this film. You gotta pick up the mud and you gotta do it yourself, man. You can't, you know, why not? You gotta get down and dirty. But you know what? Like, what are you gonna, you know, it's not like they're gonna put an actual, like, you know, clarifying mask on my face instead of just the fact that I know what a clarifying mask is immediately makes this whole thing terrible.
You just took the scare right out of it.
Took the scare right out of Amityville. The second you mentioned a clarifying mask, it was over. Okay, so stick around. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, we are going to go a little bit further in depth into the world's scariest house.
Is a younger look worth any price?
Can you open your eyes for me?
All new Monday, when at 10 on E!
When an expert like my trainer or my accountant recommends something, I listen. So when 9 out of 10 dentists recommend the Sensodyne brand for sensitive teeth, I use it. It's the trusted expert to stop pain.
Sensodyne toothpaste, expert recommended to stop the pain.
Ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Ain't what you do, it's the time that you do it. Ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. And that's what
New Tide Cold Water. It cleans better in cold water than the other guy in warm.
Ain't what you do, it's the time that you do it. Ain't what you do, as long as you get results.
Cool. New Tide Cold Water.
There's a movement for better TV. A movement that in just 1 year found more
more people choosing DirecTV over all other cable and satellite providers combined. It's a movement for top-ranking customer satisfaction and 100% digital quality on every channel. There's a movement. You in?
Don't wimp out. Make your lashes stronger and look 60% longer.
Double Extend Mascara from L'Oreal. One end fortifies, the other lengthens. No conventional mascara goes so far.
Really?
Double Extend from L'Oreal.
For stronger, longer lashes.
I'm Juliana DePandy with today's E-News Flash. Britney Spears is a happy mom-to-be. The pop princess is reportedly 4 months along. Now the guessing game begins, pink or blue booties. And in other baby news, Us Weekly reports Sharon Stone is set to adopt her second child, a boy. For the very latest in entertainment, be sure to watch E-News weeknights at 7 p.m.
This is no place for bumps or dimpled skin. New Nivea Reshaping Treatment helps boost collagen production to bring problem areas back into shape in 3 weeks. New Reshaping Treatment from Nivea.
On DVD Tuesday.
Close your mouth, Moses!
With over 65 hilarious bloopers. Meet the Fockers.
I didn't know they made 9th place ribbons.
On DVD April 19th.
Introducing Orbit White. Brilliant. And its taste is overwhelmingly preferred. New Orbit White. A dazzling smile. No matter what.
Why do I use Neosporin? I've got my reasons.
And now there's another. A study shows Neosporin ointment kills more types of infectious bacteria than even the leading prescription and helps cuts heal 4 days faster than a bandage alone.
How many more reasons do I need?
So many cuts and scrapes. Only one Neosporin. Every cut, every time.
On Friday, we wrap up our week-long series on deal making with an investment banker who has done over 600 deals. That's right here on Bloomberg's Morning Call.
Welcome back to Behind the Scenes. We're taking a look at the star of the Amityville Horror, which is not actually me. It's the house. The house has the two very, very famous, iconic quarter-moon windows, which stand prominently at the top of the building, and basically are meant to sort of symbolize almost like eyes. When you look at the house, it's a very scary thing to look at, very unsettling, because you see it, this house that almost sort of looks back at you. As we shot the film, we realized that we weren't just shooting in your standard movie set. We were actually shooting in a real, what some people determined to be a haunted house.
Well, we thought the most iconic element from the Amityville Horror was the house, which is right behind us. And we started there, hiring a production designer and drawing up blueprints of what our version of this house would be.
I'm Jennifer Williams, and I'm the production designer.
We had to find ourselves a house to be able to do this project, and it was extremely difficult. Our construction coordinator said, "Oh, I know where your house is," and we met the owners, and they were interested, and they let us into the house, and it was like a time warp. It had 1930s stair carpet, and the place was full of furniture, and it was really creepy. And the water damage on the ceiling in the living room looked as though it was bleeding, and it was just, everything about it just sort of was absolutely perfect. It was our dream house. And then we started the build, which took us 3.5 weeks, and we put our Amityville icon on and hope that you can't tell where it finishes and where it starts.
I mean, the eyes of this house, it's so famous, this image, and they recreated it really well.
Given that it's a true story, there's something rather true about, there's something rather appropriate about working in a real space. I didn't think so at first. It just drove me crazy that I had to do 10 scenes in a kitchen that's smaller than my bathroom. It just drove me crazy, but I don't know. I think it adds something to the film now.
This house is a little creepy, just the way it looks inside, and the wallpaper and everything looks just... Everything about this house inside is scary.
When I first saw the home, I didn't find it overly frightening. I just found it creepy. There was just something about it that was off.
You know, a lot of things have been happening since we got here. First night, 3:15, woke up.
When Ronald DeFeo killed his family, the murders happened at 3:15 a.m. It wasn't pretty.
And, you know, like in the middle of the night here, filming, all the lights turned on in this house in the middle of the night. And the security were called to say, you know, we think someone's broken into the house. And of course not, but every single light turned on.
It's those little things that you just kind of go, whoa, this is too close to home right here.
It didn't make me more of a believer, but it made me believe that it could have happened, definitely. I've never experienced anything quite like this, moving into a house and feeling that supernatural thing. But they did, and so do a lot of other people, so there is some truth to it.
I definitely believe something happened in that house. I mean, there's only 5 people that know what really happened. I do know that they ran for their lives and never went back to that house and left everything they own. I do believe in those 28 days, something really, really scared the Lutz family.
Well, that's all the time we have for this in-depth look at the Amityville Horror. My name is Ryan Reynolds. Thank you for joining me, and please run out and see it. It's scary as hell.
I need you to tell me what happened with Lisa, honey.
Lisa was being mean to Jody. So Jody hurt her.
Jody?
It's okay, Mommy. Jody won't hurt you. She thinks you're a good mommy. But the man that lives here, she says he's bad. She wants him to go away.